Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Kiger, and up here today I thought I'd do another vlog update, talk about what I've been watching, a few plans I've got, some upcoming watches and some changes to the gaming. I just thought I'd start off by saying, bit of a nightmare. I was actually meant to be going away tomorrow for the weekend. Go down to my dad's. I was meant to be going away with my friend. Unfortunately, as I think I mentioned this in my previous video, the baby scan that we had on Monday, well, the baby didn't want to sit still. So my partner got a phone call back from the hospital yesterday saying that you've got to come in Friday, tomorrow, 3:30, which is typical. If it would have been in the morning, I could have still come down, no issues. But she's got to see a specialist. I don't know if there's a particular reason for that. I just wouldn't feel comfortable going down with my friend and going out, knowing that my partner had to go to this, this scan on her own. Obviously I was there for all of them with my first one, my son, so I need to be there. Any parent obviously understands this. I think a lot of people don't realize, this is very hard for dads as well, you know what I mean? To not be there for these sort of things, and so hopefully everything goes all right. Of course, when we find out, hopefully we'll find out the gender tomorrow. I'm really hoping for a girl, because there's a few reasons, but also because we got a load of stuff given to us from friends and stuff, and a lot of it was girl clothes. It would just make things so much easier. But of course, when I find out, I will be updating that, of course, in my next video. So that's what's going on. But I thought, I had some money anyway, so I thought, I'll just use that money that I was going to use to go away when I paid for some subscriptions and stuff to update my subscriptions. I freaking burnt my foot earlier. I had a fag and a cherry dropped down, so blister there, blooming hurt. Never mind. So gaming. I think I'm near the end of Ghost of Tsushima. I did the Iki Island DLC. I've got to say the Iki Island DLC, even though technically I should have done it after the main game, because it takes place technically afterwards. Although there's no spoilers, there's one spoiler, it says, the main guy was killed. The main villain was killed, which I kind of guessed anyway. That's what you've been trying to do the entire game. They're not going to make you not kill him. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the additions that they added. I'm on the final chapter now. I think I'm towards the end. I'm just sort of filling off some loose ends at the moment, doing all the side quests. Just because when I finish the main game, I think it will unveil the entire island anyway. But I have been trying to get all the collectibles and stuff along the way, so I've been taking my time with it. I've been playing this, for nearly 3 weeks now. But I've enjoyed every moment of this game. I've had a few little rage moments here and there. Not because of the actual game, it's more so when it's the jumping stuff. The shrines, for example, they were the ones that were pissing me off the most. Everything else has been, been spectacular. And I've really enjoyed that game. I've just felt like it's definitely, like I said, I've already done a review on it if you want to check out that review. But I'm so excited to be near the end. So my next game I'm going to play is an Xbox game. I'm going to try out that Power Wash Simulator, which is crazy. I've gone from this epic samurai, top tier epic game to playing a game where you just go around washing things with a power wash. Although I've seen some gameplay of it and it looks so satisfying. I was a big fan of House Flipper, which I still haven't beaten. House Flipper, because you can actually beat the game. You need to get all the houses and buy them. But that's a game that I come back to every now and then on the PlayStation anyway. It is on the Game Pass if you want to check it out. But I've already purchased it on the PS4. My partner said next week, because it's our anniversary coming up, she said she might buy me Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. I did have a look on Amazon, and it's 30. It was put down to 30 quid for a physical version on PS4. I've been wanting to. I was holding out to try and get a digital version for the Xbox Series, but it's still like 60 quid on the Xbox, and I thought, well, I'm not too bothered. It's not one of those games that's going to be massively, massively enhanced by the Xbox Series. And of course, obviously, I love the Dynasty Warrior game, so it's a game that I've heard. I've heard that it was a big improvement over Dynasty Warriors 9. So I'm looking forward to, hopefully maybe getting that. Or maybe I'll just ask for something else. Maybe I'll get another box set or something. Just because I just feel like if I buy a game, it's sort of going to open that Pandora's box, basically. I've literally got one game on the PS4 left, and that's Ollie Ollie 2, which I've been trying to sell, but no one's interested in it. And you only get like £1.60 for it in CEX, so I thought, nah, I'll just leave it. I was tempted to do another trade-in, but I thought, you know what, I'm sticking with what I've got at the moment. So tonight I'm going to be watching the second film on this 3 trilogy box set here. Amsterdam Heavy was awful. I felt like that movie was just terrible. It was just literally just about, it was like a revenge movie, basically. This guy was kidnapped and he's trying to put his memories together, and gangs and things like that. Lots of guns and shooting and fighting, but the fight scenes were just awful. The action was terrible. Tonight I'm checking out the movie Red Line, which I believe is like, it's like a Fast and Furious movie from the looks of it. It's cars and things. Which I was a big fan of the original, the first 3 Fast and Furious movies. I haven't seen any of the later ones, but I loved those movies growing up. The first Too Fast, Too Furious is probably my favourite out of those ones. I know I can't really say because I haven't watched the other ones. But what I loved about Fast and Furious and Too Fast, Too Furious, and even Tokyo Drift was actually really good, was just the cars. As a kid, I was huge into cars and racing games, and it reminds me of Need for Speed. I still say this to this day. I feel like Fast and Furious actually was inspired by the Need for Speed games, because it came out roughly around about the time that Need for Speed Underground came out, and I know they did a Need for Speed movie, which I think I have somewhere. But yeah, this one I'm guessing, gonna be much of the same. Racing, kidnapping. It's basically a cash grab on the Fast and Furious movies, but it's got some nice cars in there. That's good enough for me. I'm all about those nice cars. And the third one on here is Battleground, which is a sort of Vietnam type thing, which out of the one on there looks kind of interesting. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think of these like multi-packs? You guys in the US get some amazing multi-packs, just tons and tons of multi-packs. Yeah, they're normally cheap transfers and no special features, hardly anything to them. But, I'm a big fan of these multi-packs because you just get a ton of movies, bang for your buck. Of course, my favourite thing that I own is my Tales of Terror collection with the 200 movies on. So I'm going to check that out tonight. I've nearly finished Friends again, my third watch through. I think I'm on like season 10 now, which but I'm gonna, after I finish watching Friends, my next show will be continuing watching Family Guy. I did start rewatching it, but then I sort of switched over to Friends. I don't know why, but so I think I'm like near season 5 on that, mainly because when like things like Disney Plus and Family Guy and Futurama and Simpsons add new seasons, if I haven't watched the new seasons, like there's like 2 or 3 seasons of Family Guy that I haven't watched, I'm sort of like, do you know what, I'm in the mood to go back and watch the entire series. With Simpsons, maybe not so much because there's so many seasons now, but it is on my watch list again. I will eventually rewatch Simpsons all the way through when we get season, it's either 33 or 32 on Disney Plus, which I'm hoping we get by the end of the year. So I still like The Simpsons. I know a lot of people hate the new stuff. I think Simpsons is still fun, you know, enjoyable. This is the thing with TV shows, especially cartoons and animated things. Yes, I feel like Family Guy, The Simpsons, and that have sort of gone downhill a little bit. They've lost that edginess to them, especially Family Guy. I feel like South Park is the only show that hasn't sort of gone downhill. Yes, they do have the agendas of this modern era, but they make fun of that. They do it in like a comedic way, like the COVID specials, for example, which I still haven't seen. I'm still hoping Paramount Plus we do get Beavis and Butthead is one that I'm really holding out for, which I think should be coming soon because they've just announced Beavis and Butthead, a new series of Beavis and Butthead coming to Paramount Plus next month. So I'm hoping that when that comes out, that's when we get the original show on the UK Paramount Plus. But new subscription service actually. So I checked out the subscription service called Troma Now. I've already talked about Arrow and I've talked about the Full Moon subscription service, but I seen this one a couple months ago and I seen it and it was like £6 something for the subscriptions. And then when I was looking through it, I didn't really think much of it, but I thought, you know what, I'll check out the free trial because the price has gone down as well. You get a month free trial and it's only £3.94 a month. And I was looking through it and wow, I got to say that there's a ton of stuff on there. You know, I think I added everything to the list with the exception of some of the stuff because they like Full Moon and Arrow, they have a ton of like extra stuff, which is great, you know, that you don't get in like Netflix or Amazon Prime. Disney's the only subscription service that I'm aware of that adds special features to their subscription service that would have been on like, you know, like the Marvel and the Star Wars films, for example. But Arrow and Full Moon have a ton of these behind the scenes and interviews, so I didn't add all of them. But there was like, I think I've got like nearly 600 things added. I will say this about Troma Now, there's a ton of short films on there. And it's a lot of it, from what I was looking at, is like very low budget independent filmmakers, fan-made films, which I'm really interested in checking them out, you know. Of course, Troma and Full Moon, a lot of people say, why do you subscribe to Troma and Full Moon? They've got releases. Here in the UK, Arrow's different. Arrow was a company that was built in the UK, and the US only got Arrow within the last 3-4 years. Same with Criterion. Criterion has only just come to the UK within the past couple of years, which I've actually found out Criterion does have a subscription service, but not in the UK, which kind of sucks. But I think Criterion is probably a little bit too far for me. I'm not really into those sort of films. When it comes to low budget films, I know Criterion's something completely different. Maybe if they bring it to the UK, I'll check it out, just because Arrow and Criterion are quite expensive here in the UK. You have to be quite lucky to find them relatively cheap through like eBay or CEX or something, and even CEX charge ridiculous prices for Criterion releases and some Arrow films. But like Troma and Full Moon isn't very big in the UK. In fact, I've only come across a couple of Troma movies here in the UK, and that's like the Toxic Avenger films, for example. But even then, they were released through a third-party company like 88 Films, for example. Same with Full Moon, we don't actually get those releases here in the UK. So I think Full Moon Features and Troma Now is a great subscription service that's really cheap as well. Less than £5 a month, I think it's great. And you get a ton of stuff on there. Yes, some of the stuff might not be for everyone, but what really surprised me about Troma Now is they have actually a decent selection of old, classic, obscure TV shows and movies from like the 40s. I watched 6 episodes of it last night, and there's obviously 6 more to watch, with the Zorro Black Whip TV show. I think it was a TV show, if it was specials or episodes or mini-series, whatever you want to call it. The old Western. And I was like, wow, that is so cool to be able to watch it. And it played fine, it looked fine, you know. No subtitles or anything, but that's understandable from a series that old. It was cheesy, you know, these old Westerns. And I have mentioned in the past that I really want to get into watching some Westerns. One set that I'm hoping one day I can get is the massive Gunsmoke collection, which is like £200, unfortunately, for a DVD set. But there's like 600 and something episodes. But I'm still hoping that Paramount Plus adds it on there, because it is a Paramount show. Same with Happy Days. I'm hoping we get some of those shows to Paramount Plus. And I've already mentioned before in my Paramount Plus review that it's only going to get bigger over time. So please just bear in mind that. That brings me to Netflix. I mean, Netflix just lost 1 million subscribers. Here's the thing. Netflix does still... I think Netflix has the most content of all of the streaming services out there, in terms of variety. But lately they've just been doing so many stupid things. And I think people are overreacting. People are going, oh, there's ads. No, there isn't. Netflix isn't going to add ads. Include ads in your subscription service. If you pay for the top tier subscription service, you're not going to get ads. It's like, you know, Freevee or something through, you know, Amazon Prime or IMDb TV, which is now Freevee, or Pluto. It's just a subscription. It's just a cheaper option for people that want to be able to watch those Netflix shows and movies, but don't mind having a couple of ads. You know, me personally, I hate ads anyway, so I have to, which is why I don't watch live TV anymore. You know, so I have to watch stuff from start to finish. You know, I can pay for those things. I choose to pay for those things. But for those people that don't want to have to pay for it, maybe want to check out like BoJack Horseman, for example, and just want to check the show out, but don't mind, you know, it's still less than what you would have on live TV. I mean, live TV is terrible for the ads. The adverts go for like 3-5 minutes sometimes, whereas you know, Freevee or whatever, for example, would only have like a minute ad. Same with YouTube, you get 30-second ads and you can skip them after like 10 seconds or whatever. So it is what it is. It just gives you options. Another article I read really interested me is that Amazon Prime is finally getting a reskin. I am so excited for this because I love Amazon Prime. And obviously I got my Fire Stick here, although I do need to get a new controller because this one's a bit loose. I mean, it still works, but the problem is with Amazon Prime, it is a little bit convoluted with its settings and its layout. So hopefully, I've heard that apparently in August they're going to be rehashing it all, changing it out, making it more user friendly, and I'm excited for that. I think that's going to be great. I think it's going to be mainly focused on the TV app. I'm not sure about the phone versions. They probably will, but I think it's going to be more like the Fire TV app and obviously the TV apps versions, which I think is long overdue. I still think, you know, Netflix have slightly changed a few things. You know, one thing that I do like about Netflix now is if you go to your list, it will actually have movies in my list and TV shows in my list now, which I think is great. Something they should have done a long time ago. Maybe not TV shows. They've done it with movies, which is great. You know, because if I want to watch a movie that's in my list, and I go to my list, I have to scroll through TV shows to find the movie, whereas it's now, you know, that's sorted. So they are making some changes. But, oh yeah, I don't know if I showed this, but this is the t-shirt that I got last month, this month. This is the Garfield Predator shirt, which I think is pretty cool. Never really read Garfield or watched the TV shows of Garfield. I've seen the movies, which I think are a lot of fun. Haven't watched them in a while. But anyway, guys, I just thought I'd leave it there. So tonight, I'm going to watch Redline. I'm going to see if I'm going to finish Ghost of Tsushima tonight. I haven't decided if, once I've beaten the game, if I'm going to try and get all of the side quests out. I think I've done most of the I've done all of the side quests for sure. I think I've got like 2 or 3 left to do before I do the final mission. But I don't know if I'm just going to go back and get all of the unlockables or not. You know, and I'm probably not going to replay it again. So I'll probably just play it, and then when I'm done it, I'm done. Move on to the next one. I have asked my friend to try out the Legends mode. I've wanted to check out the Legends mode. It looks like something I'd enjoy. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and, of course, comment below. Let me know what you've been watching, what you've been playing. I'll probably be back over the weekend with an update, let you know what's going on with the baby and things. Let me know in the comments below what you want me to do. If there are any particular videos you want me to do. Some games or reviews or movies or collection videos, whatever. I might do a book collection video one day. I'm not too sure yet. And as always, guys, subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at The Mad Kiger. I'm going to take a little walk now because we don't have sun anymore. Well, we have a bit of sun, but it's not boiling hot like it used to be. So I'm survived the heat wave. And as always, guys, thanks for watching and have a nice day.